Okay, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft 101, the tutorial series. Today, as you may recall, we're standing in our little survival hut, but now you've been playing Minecraft a little while and you're ready to upgrade your house to something a little bit fancier, maybe something like what we've got over here. First thing I want to show you is some of the trees that you'll get different wood from. There's oak, dark oak. Way over here is acacia. That's a jungle tree there, and you'll find these all in different biomes. That's a birch tree and a spruce tree, which we've seen in the survival series. Each of the different types of trees gives you different kinds of wood, which allows you to make different things. Birch, acacia, spruce, jungle saplings also give you cocoa beans, which I'll show you in a moment. Oak saplings and dark oak saplings will drop apples. And in order to plant each of these various types of trees, when you break down a tree, cut down a tree, the leaves will start to despawn. They'll just disappear, or you can break them by hand. And when you do that, sometimes they'll drop, in the case of oak trees, they'll drop apples as well as saplings, but the others will all drop saplings. Now to plant a tree, you just take a sapling, right click, and it's planted. And if you happen to have some bone meal, you can also hit it with some bone meal and that'll make it grow up faster, so you'll have a tree if you need wood right away. Dark oak saplings have a different way they have to be planted. They have to be planted in a 2x2 square like this. You can plant one by itself, but it won't grow until it's in that square. So I can bone meal these guys, and I'm out of bone meal, so we'll just have to wait that out for it to, those will have to grow on their own, but when they do, they turn into this huge tree here, which provides you with quite a lot of wood if you cut one of those down. So those are the basics of wood, pretty simple. As you can see, I've built the house out of spruce. I've got some oak wood stairs that I've made the roof out of. I've used some brick, some stone brick, and we'll cover all those materials in a moment. Doors, as you may recall, I mentioned before that the various types of wood give you different styles of door. So as you can see, you get a dark oak, spruce, birch, jungle wood, acacia, and regular oak. Each gives you a different type of door. Same thing with stairs, so you get different color stairs out of different materials. And wood is just one of the kinds of stairs. You can also make it from stone, cobblestone. There's any number of stairs you can create to match your home. This is the configuration for stairs. Just put the materials in a crafting table in that configuration. That's the configuration you may recall from the first episode of the tutorial series for just a door. For trapdoors, you just lay the door on its side and you'll get two trapdoors. It doesn't matter what kind of wood you use, you'll get just plain trapdoors. That's just how trapdoors work. Fences and gates. These are when you want to build a farm. You can build fences, and again you get the different colors by using different wood. Whatever wood you put in these 4 slots is what type of fence you'll get. Sticks are, excuse me, are generic. Once you make wood into sticks, they all look the same. But these pieces of wood out here is what will determine what kind of fence you get. Same thing with fence gates. You just switch the planks and the sticks in the positions, and then you get a fence gate, which you can then open and go through in your fence. Stone walls, which I'll show you outside, you just take 6 pieces of cobble and you get a stone wall. Actually you get 6 stone walls, not just one out of that. Mossy cobblestone you get by adding vines to cobble in a crafting table, and then you can have a mossy cobblestone wall. So it just gives you a little different look if you like the look of mossy cobblestone. And some specialty items are iron doors are useful for making traps. They cannot be right-clicked to be opened, so you can set a pressure plate so that somebody can go into a place, and then once they're inside, if there's no button or lever or pressure plate, then they can't open the door again to get out. So that's just, And they're also useful in hardcore. If you have zombies, they can't break down an iron door, so you might want to use that on your house, and that would keep your zombies out. Levers are just a stick and a piece of cobblestone. That gives you a lever. I'll show you how that works in a moment. A button can be made from either wood or stone, and I've got one on the door, so I'll show you that in a moment as well. Pressure plates I have in front of the door as well. Same thing as with trapdoors. If you use wood, doesn't matter what kind of wood you get the same wooden pressure plate, and then stone also makes a pressure plate. You can also make them out of blocks of gold or iron if you want a heavy pressure plate. I've never used them, so I'm not really a big fan of using that much material just for something that you can make really easily out of more common materials. So same thing with an iron trapdoor. You need a lever or button or pressure plate to open it. Again, can be useful for traps, things like that. To make ladders, you just put your sticks in a H pattern like that. For 7 sticks, you get 3 pieces of ladder. So that covers those. Just some little decoration things. Oh, windows. I almost forgot about windows. You bake sand in an oven to get glass blocks. You can use them as they are if you like, or if you want to make your glass stretch out a little further, you can put 6 in a crafting table like that, and you'll get 16 glass panes, which is what are in the windows behind us here. Now, to make colored glass, you can use the dye, put it in a crafting table with your glass, and you'll get colored glass. And if you use those blocks in a crafting table, same as regular glass, you can get colored glass panes. So you can make, if you want to make the cathedral looking, with a really fancy colored glass windows, then you can do that. Paintings and item frames are just nice to decorate with. Paintings are sticks surrounding a block of wool. Get a painting. Pretty simple. Sticks surrounding a piece of leather gives you an item frame, which I'll show you in here in just a second. Paintings, as you can see, are what's all here around the room. The thing with paintings is you put them on the wall and you get whatever you get. You left click it to take it down again. You can try again if you don't like the first one you get. And so you can just keep trying until you get whatever painting you like. It's just random. And my painting just glitched, probably outside. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Item frames, you can just use them to show off whatever type of item. If you right click the item, you can turn it. So you can position it however you like. So that just makes a nice decoration, and then again you left click to remove the item frame and the item from the wall. And sometimes they glitch and go outside. Oh, come on. Pressure plates are my nemesis. I don't know why I keep losing things like that. Once in a while things just glitch and they disappear in the game. I'm not sure why. So at any rate, pressure plates, as you can see, give off a redstone signal when they're walked across. That opens your door. Buttons, same thing. You push that with a right click and it opens the door. Both of those, though, are a one-shot deal. They click, the door opens, and then it closes again. If you'd like your door to stay open, you can use a lever, and then you have the option that'll just stay open until you right-click the lever again. So that's how levers differ from buttons and pressure plates. A jukebox. This is kind of just a neat little thing that you can do if you like music. Any type of wood around a diamond gives you a jukebox. These discs are found sometimes in the dungeons. If you find a zombie spawner or skeleton spawner, sometimes there'll be chests around in the room that the spawner is in, and you'll find these discs in there. Or if you can get a skeleton to shoot a creeper, and when the creeper dies, it'll drop a disc. So a skeleton has to. It's kind of a rare chance, but if you can set something up that allows that to happen, that's what you'll get. You'll drop a disc. Just right-click the jukebox with the disc, and you can hear the music that plays. So if you like music in your background, there's all the different discs. Right click again to get your disc back. And it's just kind of a neat little thing. It's like a little stereo in Minecraft. So those are just some of the basic things you can do to build, in your house. Obviously you can build with whatever kind of material. And here I've used oak wood floors, I've used brick, I've used the diorite, the granite, and the andesite to make some fancy blocks for the ceiling and the upstairs floor. I've used some flower pots, some paintings, some item frames, just different things to make decorations with. So those are some of the beginnings of building. As you can see, you can put flower pots. You can use to put pretty much any of the single high plants can go in a flower pot. So any of the flowers, the cacti, the ferns, the shrubs. Shrubs and ferns and grass need to be collected with shears. Everything else you can just left click and break the flowers and you'll get flowers and cacti. To get bricks to make the flower pots, I'll just give you a quick rundown of bricks. You collect clay from underneath water and with a shovel, just shovel it like sand, you bake it in an oven and you'll get bricks. 3 bricks in this configuration give you a flower pot, and you can put your flower in it. 4 bricks in this configuration give you a brick block, which is what I've used to build here with. And then you take your flower, right click to put it in your pot. That's how you get that. Slabs, which you can make from bricks, stone bricks, sandstone. There's 2 different colors of sandstone. They're cobblestone, nether quartz, nether brick, and then all the various types of wood. You can make these half slabs. Slabs are just 3 pieces of the material. In a crafting table like that, you'll get 6 slabs out of it. And then you can also use slabs to make armor stands. So if you want to make an armor stand, there's the configuration to do that, and then you can just use it as a decoration, as I did inside. I have one in that corner. You can see I've just stuck an armor stand in there, and I just put some armor on it to make a decoration. So it's just, and it's a place to store if you have spare armor, if you want to keep your old armor and you just want to be able to look at it. If you start out with, say, a set of leather armor and then you upgrade to iron or whatever, you can do that. So this is what fences and fence gates look like. So you can see the gates are right click to open, just like doors. There's what the cobble and mossy cobble walls look like. Same thing with the gates, just use the same gates as you use for regular fences. Let's see, covered bricks. Stone bricks. This is just a different thing you can do to make some various styles. That you can see I've used some stone brick in the foundation of this house. So those are stone bricks, chiseled stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and cracked stone bricks. You get stone by baking cobblestone in an oven. Because when you mine stone, you'll find it all over the world, but you'll get cobblestone. So then to get it back to stone, you just bake it. 4 stone together makes a stone brick. If you make stone brick slabs out of the brick, you can pile 2 of them to get chiseled stone bricks. I picked up a monster egg out of the... That's not actually a good thing. It looks exactly the same. That's what stone brick looks like. Monster eggs are something you find while you're mining. Sometimes you'll break a block if you're in the extreme hills, and you'll get... Actually, I'll just show you. You'll get... what do you call them? The mites, the silverfish. I couldn't think what they were called. And, oh, that one just broke. That's odd. Okay, well, we didn't get it. Maybe because I punched it instead of mining it with a pick. That's probably why. So at any rate, silverfish are bad. We'll cover those in another episode when I when I do mobs. So at any rate, there's your chiseled stone brick, your mossy. You get mossy stone brick by adding vines to stone brick. Same thing with cobble. You add vines to cobble, you get the mossy cobble. Vines are found in jungles and in swamps, and they need to be collected with shears, as I showed you in the first episode how to use those. And you get cracked stone brick by baking regular stone brick in a furnace again, and then you get this cracked stone brick. It's also found in dungeons. Sometimes when you find a fortress, you'll find this cracked stone brick. So there's some of the different blocks you can create and use for decorations and things like that. I was going to show you the jungle, what the cocoa beans are for. Cocoa beans are used in several crafting recipes. They're a brown dye, and they're also used to make cookies. So they're just one of the food sources. When you plant the beans on the side of a tree, you get the cocoa pods, and then when you break the cocoa pods, you get the beans. So that's how that works. So that's what jungle trees give you as far as food, and then they also, like I said, wood, and if you like the leaves, you can collect those with shears, as I showed in the first tutorial episode. And the last thing I want to show you this time is I've built like a little hut over here. Now say this is your little home sweet home, but if you have a second story and it's kind of a compact space and you don't really have room for stairs, you can use the ladders, and you can also use them to get around the world. You know, you can climb up cliffs and things with them, but this is what I most commonly use a ladder for. Just have a trapdoor. Go up your ladder. When you reach the top, you'll just kind of stand on the edge of the ladder, and you jump to get up on top, and then you're on your second floor, or in this case on your roof. So if there was mobs lurking around that you needed to be able to get up here and escape from, or you can shoot at them from up here, things like that, and then you can just go back down your little hole to back down your ladder. It can also be useful for mining. You can there's a way to mine straight down with ladders. If you just mine 2 blocks, so you're standing on one, digging the other, and then once you've dug 2 blocks down, you jump down the hole, place your ladders, and then you can dig from the other side, do the same thing, 2 blocks down, place your ladders. It just gives you a tunnel down into the mine, so that's just another way to mine, as opposed to the stairway mining that I primarily do, because it's just quicker. Oh, there's my arrow. Because once you shoot an arrow, you can just pick it back up again. And then, just the last thing, I will show you what the glass panes look like when you use colored glass. It just gives it kind of a neat look. So if you have a couple windows in your house, you want to be a little fancy, you can do the colored glass. And that is one of the larger paintings. Those paintings come in all different sizes. You saw inside, sometimes they're 2 blocks wide, sometimes they're 1. Or you can get these, there's 2 or 3 different styles that are different pictures that are 4 blocks, and there may be 2 that are 3 by 3 blocks, so they're actually a 9 block painting. So you have a really big wall you want to put a painting on, just keep right clicking with that painting, and eventually you'll get the really huge painting. There's quite a good variety of different pictures, so you can really make your house just as fancy or as personalized as you like. Oh, that's what I forgot to talk about with slabs. Slabs can be placed, they're half block, and they can be placed either on the bottom or on the top of whatever block you've placed them on. If you place that slab on the bottom, and then this is empty space though, that flower pot would actually float, because slabs, you can't, wrong button, the axe to break this. You can't set something directly on a slab that's set on the lower half of the space of the block that it belongs in. Try to get to my crafting table, so you'll get a floater if you try to place something on top of a slab. The only way to fix that then is to place the slab in on the upper part of, why is that not wanting to place? Probably because the crafting table's in the way. Oh, and yeah, you can't place 2 different types of slabs on top of one another. So if I wanted to use the slab I just harvested, I'd have to place it there, and then when I place my crafting table, you can see it sets right on the slab. So if you want to use them for shelves, as I've done there with the flower pot, they're kind of just a neat little thing. They're a little glitchy because, like I said, they're hard to stack, and they can be a bit of a nuisance, but If you have, if you want to make your floor out of slabs, you can dig your floor out like you would normally, and then you can take a slab and place it over the hole like that, so it looks just like a solid block. But because slabs use less material, you get 6 slabs out of every 3 blocks. So you can stretch your material if you wanted to make, a floor or something of that nature. And same with ceilings. And the nice thing with slabs, you can also build stairs out of them just by placing them like that. If you like a long staircase rather than these short stairs that I've built over here, if you like stairs that are longer, I don't know how to say it, like a longer stair, you could make them, out of slabs, and they would just make them more attractive. I like the regular stairs myself, but there's just different styles you can do. So that's pretty much the basics of building. That gives you everything you'd need to build your home and decorate it and make it pretty. And most of your builds you can do with what I've shown you here. When you're ready to start building your farm, you can use either fences or stone walls. Both work. If you'd like to put a wall around your house, that also is, makes it kind of a nice thing. Now there's only a half a block space between these two, but you can just walk right between them. And if you have cows or mobs, the larger mobs, they can't get through there. So you can, but your livestock can't. So that's just another thing to know about fences and walls. And so that's pretty much it. You're pretty ready to build your home and make a big fancy mansion for yourself if you like, or you can just do the little survival huts, like something like this that's just a little home sweet home to hang out in, and just gives you a little shelter. Obviously you'd want to close it in. I just have it open to demonstrate the things in there. So yep, that's pretty much everything. And next time we'll do some other builds and maybe some agriculture, and we'll talk about mobs and cover some of the other basics in Minecraft. So I hope this was helpful to you, and thanks for watching.